Namaskar, yogi. Welcome to class and welcome to Gemini season. Gemini is the sign of the cosmic twins or the cosmic mirror, and we are navigating this energy from May 21st through June 20th. Now, here at Mother Moon Yoga, I teach yoga flows with astrological influences, yoga classes and meditations with astrological influences. And so with that, I have a flow designed for you today to help you align with the energy of Gemini. Now, if you know nothing about astrology, no worries. This will help you to understand a little bit more about this particular zodiac season. And also, if you're not a Gemini, no worries. This flow is not just for Geminis. Of course, if you have Gemini ruling your chart or ruling your energy, then you're really probably going to enjoy this flow. At least I hope you do. But if you have no Gemini influence in your chart, it's okay. As a collective, we are still navigating this zodiac sign together. So why not learn a little bit more about it and try to align with that cosmic energy so that we feel more harmonized and balanced ourselves, right? So with that, I just want to give you a little bit of a rundown about class today. Number one, we are going to be focusing on the breath. Gemini is an air sign, and so with that, the element of air in yoga comes with the breath. We're also going to be focusing where the air element is strongest, the heart chakra, anahata. So we'll be doing a lot of heart opening poses today. And we're going to focus on opening through a reflection of turning within. So opening through maybe the back of your neck and head by looking down more. Maybe as you do your side bends, you change your gaze down or forward and notice how that opens you up. But we're going to be doing more head down postures or head forward postures to help us emphasize that paying attention to self. Gemini, being the sign of the twin or the sign of the mirror, tends to be a very social sign. This is a very social season. We're moving into the season of summer, and with that, there is a lot more socialization or time with others. And we have to balance out all of that external energy by spending more time with self. So we're going to do that with your yoga practice because you're here practicing by yourself, but also just by turning within more and paying more attention to the self, looking down upon the self, turning the head down. And with that, we're also going to spend more time in silence. Gemini is an air sign, meaning that they like to use air or move air through the throat and through a lot of talking, maybe even gossiping. But overall, Geminis do like to talk, and this is a season that we might be a little wordier than normal, a little bit more wordy. I'm even finding more words as I teach right now in our yoga flows. And so, with that, I am going to encourage all of us, myself included, to be silent with this practice. So we are going to spend about 5 deep breaths with each of the poses, really in silence, me saying nothing, so that you can really attune to how that pose is affecting you. Now, don't worry, we're not going to have a class completely in silence. Of course, I do teach those sometimes, but if you know me, you know I like to listen to the jams. I like music with my flows, and so I do have a yoga playlist that I have crafted and curated specifically for this flow, specifically for Gemini energy, and hopefully that will help you to focus in on your practice and kind of get rid of the monkey distracting mind as well. So with that, I invite you to start in child's pose. You can go ahead and make your way there. I'm going to get over here to my laptop, pull my notes up for class, get our music started, and then we are going to get to flowing for an entire hour. It's going to feel so good on your body. So go ahead and make your way down to that balasana. Make your way down to child's and go ahead and start breathing deeply. I am going to grab our first song here. as you relax your hips towards your heels, you relax your head down to the ground. Maybe you breathe a little deeper. Create space on your inhales. Relax on your exhales. Slow down the mind. The air element has to do with thoughts, the thinking mind. And so now as you turn within, you just slow down those thoughts. You feel your body, you feel your breath, you let these places be your anchor. Continuing to breathe. Maybe you start to find more length in your body. Maybe you crawl the hands a little bit farther out. You wiggle down a little deeper. Create a highway through your spine for your breath. And begin to breathe all the way in and out. We're going to roll our forehead temple to temple. And as you roll your head side to side, you're activating your vagus nerve, cranial nerve in the body that helps you to relax. Again, just assisting the slowing down of your mind. We're going to roll left and right a few more times. Once you feel balanced, come back into center. Sink into your child's pose. Maybe another breath or two. And then once you're ready, come up and transition to seated. I'm going to adjust our music here. And I'm going to invite you to find a comfortable seat, whatever that means to your body. Maybe it's cross-legged, maybe it's a different way. Let's get deeper into our throat now. Inhale, look up, stretch across your neck and throat. And then exhale, look down, stretch back of your neck and head. Continue moving with the breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Maybe your arms come to your side if they're not there already. It's helping to keep shoulders over hips. Let's do one more neck roll each way here. Once you come back into neutral, begin to look left and right. Try to keep the rest of your body relaxed. Just breathing with it. Do one more each way. And once you feel balanced, bring your chin to chest, and now we're going to hold it here. We're still sitting in our posture. We'll hold this for 5 deep breaths as long as it's comfortable for the body. Of course, if you have any eye issues or swelling, congestion, high blood pressure, just look down and out a little bit more than all the way down. Have a few more breaths here. When you're ready, roll your ear towards one shoulder. And then move back down through your chest to the other side. Start making these half circles, shoulder to shoulder. Continuing to maintain your posture. Nice deep breaths here. We'll do one more each way. Once you feel balanced, return to neutral and maybe shift your seat a different way. So if you were sitting cross-legged, you could sit the other cross, or you could take your legs out, you could go to your knees, whatever feels good for you. We're gonna go a little deeper into this throat and neck stretch. Layer your hands over your heart space. Let that be your anchor, and then look up from there. So we're not arching the spine, we're staying in our posture, but we're gonna move the neck and head around. Let it feel good. We breathe here. You could even move your jaw around. Remember, I mentioned Geminis like to talk. It's a season of talking, flapping our jaws. Work some of that tension out right now. A few more breaths while you open here. When you're ready, come back into neutral. Bring your arms down by your sides. And just reach your right arm overhead. Start to walk the left hand out more if you need it. Keep your hips anchored down. Press your hips away from your hands. And explore your gaze. 5 breaths here. Looking forward or down. Continuing to open as you breathe. Take another deep breath in. On your exhale, return to center. Start sweeping other arm overhead, switching to the other side. Working with your gaze here, forward or down. Opening your chest, pressing hips away. Exploring your side bend. Inhale, exhale, return to center. Now I'm going to turn to the side, but you can stay where you are. I just want you to see my hands. I'm going to take my hands behind, and your fingers could be facing your body or out to the side. Go ahead and join me if you haven't yet. And we're just doing a nice seated heart opener. So we're going to start to draw our navel to our heart, guiding that opening. Press through the hands, press through your shoulders and triceps. Maybe you can look up or even a little bit up and back. Don't let your head go all the way. Keep the strength there. Really lift up and out as you breathe into your chest, your diaphragm, maybe into your belly and hips. Take another deep breath. Bring it all back into neutral. Now I'm gonna give you the option again to maybe switch up your seat a different way, or just re-switch that cross. From here, we're going deeper into our shoulders. We're gonna take our arms behind again, fingers either out or towards your body. And instead of looking up, you're just gonna press your heart forward. So feel the heart moving out away from your chest. Feel the stretch across the tops of your shoulders. Take one more inhale and exhale, come back into neutral. We're gonna take a seated twist, working from the ground up. Take your right hand across, left hand across or behind. Start to twist from the lower back, then your mid back, then your upper back and shoulders, then your neck. As you hold it, maybe you sit a little taller as you inhale. Maybe you twist a little deeper as you exhale. Breathe with it. Can you relax your legs? Can you relax your lower body? Take another deep breath in. Exhale, return to neutral. We'll work on our twist the other way, starting with our arms, guiding us across. Lower body twist, then mid, then upper, shoulders and neck and head. Keep working with your breath. Sitting tall on your inhales, twisting deeper on your exhales. Relaxing your legs and lower body. Breathe with it. Take one more breath. Bring everything back into neutral. And we're gonna go into a seated cat-cow. We're starting with the seated posture, the grounding. We have so much air during Gemini season. We wanna focus on the grounding. So in a seated posture, wherever you are, hands on your legs, inhale, seated cow, fill the belly with air, arch the spine and open. And then exhale, round in your cat back, looking down or under. Inhale, seated cow. Exhale, seated cat. Let's keep moving. Move with the rhythm of your breath. One more round. Once you come back to neutral, you're going to transition to tabletop, hands and knees. Grounding in here. We're going to move into some wrist stretching. Opening up that air element, the heart chakra. Keep your fingers forward. Keep your spine neutral and rock forward and back. Just forward and back, really feeling the stretch as you press the palms forward. Also check in with your elbows, the insides of the elbows. Eyes should be facing each other in the center of your mat. And the next time you come forward, we're gonna hold that pressure. Maybe one more breath. As you back off, turn your fingertips out to the sides. Begin to rock side to side here. Still keeping the insides of your elbows facing one another. Feeling the pressure as you press to one side, palm to the ground. The grounding of hands and knees. Let's hold on one side for a breath. And then move it to the other side. Once you're ready to back off, turn your fingertips around behind you. So maybe that's just the corners behind you. Maybe you can go all the way towards the legs. Wherever you are, move with it. Explore. Keep opening your upper body. Ground the palms when they want to pull off. That's how you get the stretch. If your fingers are all the way behind, you can just go back and forth again. Let's do maybe one more here. And then turn the hands back around. Now I've got a bonus for you. You're gonna start by turning the fingertips out, and then you're gonna flip your hands over. So maybe you just start with fists and let the fingers go and roll around with that on the knuckles, and then gently move out to the top of your hands and wrists. You can decide where you need to go here. It can be a pretty intense stretch on the hands. or on the top of the wrists. Just breathe with it. Listen to your body. You might make a little push-up motion, going deeper, using the ground to create more space. And one more breath wherever you are. Now keep the palms flipped, but slide down to your elbows. And we're gonna bring one arm in front of the other. We're gonna bring our knee and our arm close to one another, and we're gonna eventually get our knee on our arm. You might have to bring the arm back and give yourself a massage. So wherever you need to go to get that arm back to the knee to the arm, and then roll around with it. Give yourself some love. One thing that Gemini energy is known for is being connected to technology. So if you're guilty of spending extra time online right now, maybe scrolling, maybe you're typing and blogging, maybe you're just getting creative in the digital spaces, you want to make sure that you're taking care of all the muscles you use to do that. Wrists and forearms, hands. So going all the way from elbow to wrist, really explore this. We have a few more breaths here. Ask yourself what you need. Respond to that call. Yoga is an internal dialogue with ourselves. Do maybe one more breath here, and then we're gonna release that and just switch out the arms. Again, you can really bring your arm back. It doesn't have to be an acrobatic thing here. Just trying to get your arm to your knee and then giving yourself that lovely, juicy massage. Don't let my voice fool you. My arm is on fire right now. This is an intense stretch. Intense massage. Notice how the fingers curl involuntarily. That's how you know you're getting in there deep. We've still got about 30 seconds here. Plenty of time to breathe. Respond to your body's call. Where do you need the pressure? Where do you need the love? Take another breath. Slowly back off. We're gonna go back to our child's pose. We're gonna let the arms move to our sides. So just really letting go here now. Letting those wrists and forearms relax. You can massage your head again if you needed to. Activate that cranial nerve. Feel the lungs expanding through your backside. This is where they can move and breathe the most. Take advantage, maybe one or two more deep breaths. When you're ready, come back up to your tabletop. We're gonna go back into our cat-cow. Grounding in, inhale for cow, tuck the toes. Exhale for cat, flat feet. Keep moving with your breath. Really feel the space you're creating. Got about one more round. And then we're gonna hold our cow pose. So just hold it for a moment. Really feel the opening through your heart. Pull your shoulders back towards your hips. Lift your chin, lift your nose, lift your eyebrows. Lift your eyelids, lift your eyeballs back into your head. Whatever space you can grab it here. Keep breathing with it. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, move to cat back. Hold it there. Explore the cat back stretch as well. Keep breathing. Reflecting back onto the self, looking back towards knees, thighs, hips. Noticing the breath, looking at where the breath goes. Can you breathe into your belly? Can you see that happen as you're looking under? Let's take one more breath here. And then just return to neutral. We're going to go into thread the needle. Take your right arm out and up. Press and inhale. Exhale, bring it under. Maybe it's to the elbows. Maybe you twist on through. As you're settling in here, just relax. The left hand can explore. You decide what you do with it. Remember, we're taking our time. We're breathing deeply. Spending some time in silence with these poses. Before you unwind, I want you to take a full breath in and out. Really sink into the exhale. And then bring yourself back into your tabletop. Reset wrists under shoulders. Left arm's gonna reach out and up. Inhale. Exhale, bring it under. Threading the needle. Relax down. Right hand can explore. We'll be here for those good 5 to maybe even 7 breaths. Take a deep breath. Unwind back to tabletop. And I just want you to move in this table, whatever you need. Listen to your body. A lot of times in this Gemini season, we focus on the external. We have to balance that out. We have to focus on what's within. We spend a lot of time listening to the external, talking into the external. Can we have a conversation with ourselves? Can we say, hi, body? How are you feeling today? How can I help you feel even better? If you're not feeling good, how can I fix that? Pay attention to yourself without judgment, without expectation. Just listen to your body and answer the call. That is that yoking of mind, body, breath, energy. That is the yoga practice. Let's take maybe one more breath here. And then just come back into neutral tabletop. We're gonna take a calf stretch. Right foot goes behind, toes on the ground. Press back through your heel. And as you're pressing your foot away, start walking opposite hand away on the ground. So left fingertips are crawling out. And we're just expanding here. How far can you reach? We're in the season of air. Air has no limits. It cannot be contained. Don't bind yourself up in your practice. Let yourself ever be expanding. Keep reaching out for that just millimeter of space, that half a millimeter of space, that quarter of a millimeter. Tiny little fractions of space that you're creating. Take one more breath here. Come back into center, cross stretch on the other side. Left foot behind, right fingertips out. Explore with your breath. Keep reaching out. Keep grounding. Don't hold yourself back. See how far you can go. It might just be microscopic, but you can feel it. Create that space. Take a deep breath. Bring it all back to table. Let's go to our first down dog. Tucking your toes, lift your hips back, and explore the dog, just like on hands and knees. Move around. Listen to your body. Ask yourself what you need here in this pose, and then follow along. Give your body the medicine it's asking for. Make sure you're breathing deeply. Let's find some stillness in our down dog. Sinking your head, stretching your spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk back to your toes. Slowly roll up to standing. Once you get to the top, just roll your shoulders back, down, and away. Let it feel good. Work out all that stress, all that interaction with the external world. It creates a lot of stress. We're gonna let that all roll off our shoulders now. We're gonna create more room for our breath. Opening the heart. When you're ready, you're gonna interlace the hands behind your body. You're just gonna hold it here and breathe. Check back in. Try to stay soft from the waist down. So relax hips and glutes. Relax your legs. Root through your heels. Get taller if you need to. Draw your navel to your spine for support. And maybe even here you explore. Maybe your palms are close together. Maybe they're hanging loose. Maybe you're pulling away from your body, out and up. Maybe you're pulling down and close. Whatever way you need to open, explore it now. Maybe one more breath. And then keep your hands behind and fold with it. Bend the knees if you need to. If you need to straighten your legs for more, go for it. Now even here you can explore, palms close or hanging loose. Maybe you let the arms hang as if they're going overhead. Maybe you pull them down close to your body instead, pulling out and away. Maybe you pull directly up towards the ceiling. Explore the variations of the pose as you breathe. Keep drawing navel to spine to support the low back and lengthen. We're going to keep our hands interlaced. Slowly pull yourself back up, really rooting in, grounding in as you rise. Once you get to the top, you're going to switch the interlacing to the opposite side. You know, Gemini season, it's the sign of the twins. It's the sign of the mirror. So we want to focus our yoga practice around doing both sides and doing both ways. And exploring each of those ways and studying each of those ways and noticing how they affect us, how they're different, how they're the same. Take a few more breaths here to explore the standing heart opener. Whenever you're ready, fold with it again. Notice the differences. You might want to do something different with this interlacing. Go where you feel called. Whenever you're ready, slowly pull yourself back up again. Release your arms once you get to the top. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, pass through your heart and fold all the way back down. Just letting go in Uttanasana, standing fold. We're gonna hold this for a few deep breaths. Of course, if you need to look down or out to modify, please do that. blood pressure, eye issues, sinuses, or more. Otherwise, let the crown of your head go, moving closer to the center of the earth as you lean to your toes. Take an inhale, half lift, looking out, flat back. Exhale, come down to tabletop, hands and knees. We're gonna move into a lizard pose. Bring your right leg around to the outside of your hands. Maybe adjust your back leg by tucking your toes, moving your knee farther back, and then releasing your foot. From here, we're just gonna explore the opening of the hips. You might stay on hands. You might walk your hands farther out. You might move down to your forearms. Wherever you are, shoulder blades are moving down and back. We don't want to round the shoulders forward. We want to be mindful of that space that we're creating. We also want to just let our head go. Let the head go wherever you are. And as you let the head go, can you prevent the shoulders from rounding forward? Can you relax your head while moving your shoulders down and back? Feel the release in your neck. We're going to hold for a few more breaths. Continue to let go. Really press into hands or elbows wherever you are to create more space. We'll take one more breath and then make our way to the other side, switching out your lizard pose, bringing your left leg around, making your adjustments, exploring the side. It might be different from the other side. You might want to go deeper or not. You might want to modify. Once you're set up, let your head go. Keep moving your shoulder blades down your spine. Take another breath. Resume tabletop position. Find your downward facing dog. Hold your dog with more stillness this time. And just take a moment to let go. Relaxing your head. Maybe even slowly and gently moving the head in a yes and no position. Or any other way you might want to move the head. Sink in deeper for another breath. Slowly walk your hands back towards your toes. Slowly roll up to standing. Once you arrive at the top, inhale overhead. Exhale, hands to heart, finding your mountain pose, grounding in. Step your right foot forward into a high lunge, making your adjustments as you build your foundation. Your hands could be on your hips. At your heart, you could reach overhead if you're feeling that today. Everything is squaring forward. Breathe into the balance. Maybe even balance your inhales and exhales to help balance your body. Continue to split your legs. The more your knee moves forward, the more your heel presses down, and vice versa. Creating these opposite ends of resistance and grounding. Take one more breath here. When you're ready, step up to the top of your mat. Take an inhale, reaching overhead. Exhale, hands to heart to reset. Move to your high lunge on the other side. Grounding in. It might be a different foundation on this side. That's normal. Find what works for you here, where you want to hold your hands. Keep splitting your legs as you balance and breathe. Take one more breath here and then make your way to the top of your mat. When you're ready, inhale overhead. Exhale through your heart, fold all the way down, letting go. Inhale, half lift, looking out. Exhale, come down to a plank pose this time. Take a nice deep breath in your plank pose. Exhale, roll forward, lower through chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Pause in the down dog for a moment. Bend your right knee, press your left heel down, ground deeper through your left leg. Feel the stretch. Keep sinking your head and chest back. Really ground through the hands, fingers wide. Keep breathing into your left leg. Take another breath. On your exhale, switch to the other side. Start grounding your right heel more, bending your left knee. Take one or two more nice deep breaths here, stretching out. And then just start alternating. Take your dog for a walk, one knee at a time. Bend, press opposite heel away. Go at your own rhythm, whatever you need, whatever your body is craving today. Listen to it. And then slowly start walking up towards the top of your mat. Release whenever you're ready. Slowly roll up to standing. Take a nice deep breath overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Now I'm in a position to face you, but you can stay on your mat. You're gonna move into a warrior two pose. Right foot stepping forward, left foot turning out 90 degrees. I'm just gonna go this way because we're gonna be moving in a circle. So as the right foot the right knee bends, you're squaring your knee over your first and second toe. That front heel lines up with the back arch, turning the back foot out 90 degrees. Reach your arms out over your hips. Really expand. Remember, we're in this expansive energy of air. We want to create space. We want to open up our heart space from fingertip to fingertip. Then we're going to relax our back arm, flip the front palm, scoop the air overhead into reverse warrior. Now settle in there. This back arm is very relaxed. We're not pressing strong to the back leg. We're finding the balance through the foundation of our feet. Keep breathing here. The more you reach, the more you bend your knee. And come back to exploring your gaze. Can you look forward or maybe down more? Back to that attention of self. Keep breathing. Slowly challenge the balance by straightening your leg. Press to the big toe edges for balance. Keep exploring your gaze down or forward. And then maybe challenge by turning the gaze up, opening your chest more. And while you're looking up, bend your knee to come back to the warrior two. Take an inhale, exhale, full warrior two now. Now all we're gonna do is turn to the side. So turn your front foot to the side to meet the directions of your back foot. We're in a wide stance now. Let's turn our toes and knees out to the corners. come down into the thighs, and move into goddess pose. So we want to hold our hands at goalpost arms, maybe bringing the middle and ring finger down, the ether finger and the air finger, and we're breathing right here. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, release your arms down to your thighs. Just begin to move around whatever you need here. Listen to your body. And then find your center, press in so shoulders move down away from ears, neck and ears grow up away from shoulders. Take a deep breath. Drop your left shoulder down and in for a twist, or your right shoulder, whatever side you went to. Let's move to the opposite twist, pressing in, looking away. Slowly return to neutral, rise back up. Turn your toes forward again. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, pass through your heart. Fold down and hang out in this wide standing fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Leaning in, letting go. Of course, not letting the head go all the way if it's not safe for you. You modify your practice as needed. Let's take one more breath in this fold. Slowly roll back up to standing. Now watch a little trick. You're going to turn around, facing behind. You're going to step to the back, and right away, step opposite foot back up. Now you should be in your opposite warrior two now. Left foot forward. We're going to line up the feet, line up the arms and shoulders. Breathe into that Virabhadrasana two, expanding across your heart. Expanding across your hips, pressing to pinky toes and pinky fingers. Breathe with it. We're gonna slowly move to reverse warrior. Relax your back arm. You can even let it not even touch the back leg. Scoop the front arm overhead and hold. Now let's bring our gaze forward or down. Attention to self. It's so easy to pay attention to everybody else. Remember, this is the season of social time. This is the season of gossip. This is the season of paying attention to everybody else's problems and not ours. We have to pay attention to ourselves. We have to fix our problems before we can fix anybody else. And guess what? You can't fix anybody else, no matter how hard you try. So it's best to just stay right here. Stay with yourself, expand that reverse warrior, straighten your leg, keep reaching, keep focusing, keep listening. Listen as you breathe. What comes up? Maybe you think about some of these judgments, this gossip, this dissociation. Maybe you've been going through that. It's okay. It's the sign of the times. It's Gemini time. Bring it back to self. Bring it back to the breath. Let's keep breathing as we continue to reach, but bend the knee again. We change our gaze. We challenge the balance. Take a breath. Come into your warrior two, reaching out. Let your arms relax. Again, turn to the side. Toes face forward first, and then out to the corners. Right away, we come into our goddess pose, holding the mudra, holding the arms, pressing to the outer edges of our feet. Open heart, open hips. Let's inhale, reach up, straighten the legs, straighten your arms. On the exhale, come back down a little deeper. Let's do that 3 more times, really grounding on the exhales. Cleansing breaths if you need it like me. Apparently I do. We gotta follow those breaths. We gotta follow those instincts. 1 more breath. Hold the goddess pose. Bring your hands down to your thighs. Sink in a little deeper. Press ears and shoulders away from one another. Press in, straighten your legs. Turn your toes forward. Interlace your hands behind, however you choose. Bend the knees if you need to. Fold with it. Just like you did with legs closer together. Explore the fold. Explore the grip of the palms. Let yourself open up. Let's take another breath and release the arms down, staying in this wide fold. You're gonna walk your body farther out, walking the hands out until you're in more of a flat back position. From there, you're gonna take the left hand on the ground underneath your left eye, plant it there, reach the right arm out and twist. Really press here, really lengthen. You can go beyond 180. You can turn your palm away. You go where you need to go here. Keep pressing strong through grounded hands and feet and foots. Take a deep breath. As you bring your right hand down, land it on the ground underneath your right eye. Left arm reaches out and up, opening your twist. It might be different on this side, and that's okay. Explore where you're at. Breathe with it. One more inhale. On your exhale, arm comes down. Walk your hands back, release, and slowly roll up to standing. Slowly step back up to the top of your mat. Back where you started. Now you just came full circle in your practice here. You made one revolution. So let's take a moment to be with that. Ground into your feet in mountain. Arms just relax by your sides. Close your eyes. Breathe. When we move in a circular direction in our practice, it's called a mandala. It's meant to stir up energy, thoughts, memories, moods, emotions, things that are stuck that need to get unstuck. So notice what came up as you just moved around in your own mandala, your own circle. Reflect on that just a little longer. Maybe breathe it away with exhales. One more breath here. Slowly blink your eyes open. Move this into a single leg mountain pose on the left leg. So standing in tree pose on your left leg. Open your hips through the right. Decide if you plant your foot on the outside, heel over ankle. Maybe you go to your calf. Maybe you go above your knee. Listen to your body. Hands can go wherever they like. We'll breathe and balance in silence. 5 deep breaths. Take one more breath here. Release back down, ground to the other side, open up. Wherever that tree pose is, it might be different on this side, and that's okay. Listen to your body. Breathe into your balance without judgment. We're grateful for the legs we stand on. We're grateful for the breath our lungs breathe. It doesn't matter if we're shaky or not. Take one more breath. Release back down. As you stand here, open your arms up wide, really expand across your heart, and then give yourself a hug, one arm on top of the other. Walk the hands around as far as you can go. Once you can't go any farther, move with it. Let it feel good. Let yourself create space. Just giving yourself some attention and love. slowly return to center. Maybe your head comes down. Notice what arm is on top. Release and shake it out. Expand your heart again. Change sides with the hug. Opposite arm on top. Walk it around. Move it all around, whatever you need. And slow it all down. Maybe the chin comes down to chest. Slowly release the arms. Shake it all out if you need to loosen up. And then when you're ready, ground back into your mountain pose. Inhale, reach up and overhead. Exhale, fold through the heart. At the bottom, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, release to child's pose. Making your way down. Letting go. Coming back full circle where you started today. You could bring your arms to your sides or just bring your head down to relax. Let yourself find the stillness. Let yourself move into deeper breathing. Take one more breath and slowly transition to seated. And then slowly make your way down to your spine for Shavasana. Now our Shavasana is going to be in silence. We've had all this music, we've had all this movement, we've had all this energy. We're going to balance it out now. We spend so much time in the external. It's a very noisy world. Even in the silence, when you're on social media and you're reading what people are writing, they're saying things through written text, it's still very noisy. So just for these last few moments of our practice, we are going to invite in less chaos, less energy, less noise, and simply honor the silence, because it's such a rare gift to have and to be able to utilize to create more peace. So I invite you now to lie down. You can lie down on your back, you could lie down on your side, make yourself comfortable. That is the key. And we're just gonna take a moment here to rest. We're going to let our heart be open. We're going to let our energy start to down-regulate and find equilibrium. We're going to soothe our breath. We're going to invite gravity to help our body relax even more. Continue to quiet the noisy mind. You don't have to think about moving. You don't have to think about breathing even. Let the autopilot of your breath kick on. Let the natural flow of your inhale and exhale happen. One of the things about Gemini energy is it wants to control. It wants to fix. It wants to take care of things. It's kind of the precursor to the Cancer season that's next. But a lot of times we spend all this energy and focus on the outer when we really should be focusing on the inner. as we get triggered by others' behaviors and patterns and responses, we need to be finding why that trigger is, the root cause. Perhaps it's our own behaviors, actions, responses that we're actually seeing in someone else and it's being reflected upon us. Many times the things that we find discomfort in when we look at others are the things that we are really ashamed of within ourselves, that we carry within ourselves, that we would rather ignore and, look at somebody else instead. So pay attention over these next few weeks of Gemini season. Notice where your focus goes, where your energy goes. Is it more on the external or is it more on the self? Can it be more internal? Can you set that intention? And can you also set the intention to love yourself unconditionally as you focus more on the internal? To accept and love all facets of yourself, the dark side, the light side. It's when we accept ourselves as whole and complete that we find that true peace. We no longer have that need to worry or focus on others. We're simply content. I'm going to stay silent now for just 1 to 2 minutes as you reflect and rest and reset. Gently start to become more aware of yourself again, of your body and your breath, of the ground beneath you, holding you here in the present. As you attune back to this moment, start to breathe with more control. Deeper inhales and exhales. Start to gently move your body, fingers and toes, wrists, ankles, anything else that you need to move. Maybe you reach your arms out or overhead, again thinking about that expansive energy of this Gemini season, working to match that energy by expanding your own little bubble here. Take one more expansive inhale. On your exhale, hug your knees to chest, give yourself a nice squeeze. When you're ready, roll to the side of your choice. Slowly press up to comfortable seat. Keeping the eyes closed, ground into your Sukhasana. Bring your hands together at your heart space. Find your posture. Find your breath. Take a moment to reflect on all you just did and how you feel. Take time to notice what you shifted, what you opened, what you released, maybe what came up. Noticing it all without judgment, simply reflecting. Whenever you're ready, lift your heart towards your head. Bow your head towards your heart, sealing in a gesture of gratitude, showing thanks for your body and breath, and for this practice to explore self, for this time to attune in to what the cosmos are guiding us to notice and focus on, showing gratitude for whatever else you feel thankful for right now. We'll seal our practice with 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale overhead. Open mouth, exhale. 2 more. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.